the Playground, and we're at Cafe Cox, and we've been doing 3 seminars. We've basically been taking the concept of electronic music composition, which is the course that I developed this year, launched in June, and we've been using it to introduce some basic music theory in a kind of seminar form. So we're kind of fleshing it out, or extending it. We're breaking down tracks. Can You Feel It by Larry Heard or Mr. Fingers, We Are Your Friends by Simeon vs. Justice, and also Wildfire by Subtract. And we looked at the bass line, the chords, the beat. I kind of recreated it with Ableton, and also used the APC 40, Akai controller, to kind of launch clips and create an arrangement. So it's been great.
It's been a really amazing process bringing this product to market, because we worked with the biggest producers around the world that have all put their input into how the Renaissance will work, how it should look, and the kind of features that the music industry requires. And what the vintage mode does, it gives you the same characteristics of all the classic MPCs, which is really the 60 and the 3000. One thing everyone's got to realise, it's got 25 years of history of hit records, and to take all that technology and the classic workflow and then integrate that into today's music, it's just going to make a new legacy for all the new up-and-coming producers.
I just think it's a really interesting time now, because both Native Instruments and Akai have kind of introduced some new DAWs on the scene, and the fact that you can just pretty much create finished tracks just with this new software, but with these controllers is really interesting, you know. And I love the fact that more and more now there's hardware being developed that allows you to step away from the computer screen and actually kind of use your ears, you know, and almost kind of be making music in more of a kind of DJ way. So I think it's great.
One of the things that kind of blew them away was how fast the workflow is, and how intuitive the software is, and how much can be achieved in one program.
And one of the things I was really amazed about with the MPC software was the exporting audio. The fact you can just, with a click of a button, export all your programs, all your parts as stems, and then just load them straight into Logic is great. You know, that's a brilliant feature. I think there's more and more now a crossover between composition and performance. I mean, I was watching Boiler Room TV the other day. I was watching Nathan Fake and Fortet, and both of them were playing live. They were using, I think, a launch pad and various controllers, but they were playing their own music, but they were kind of remixing it live. People were dancing in the same way they'd be dancing to a DJ, and I think the fact that there's so much great hardware out there now that is really kind of encouraging you, making the workflow quicker. You can just have more focus on what on what's important, you know, the groove and the feel, rather than kind of having to really kind of go in depth and learn a lot of software. You know, you can kind of just really kind of get in there and kind of have a lot of fun. And I think it's all about having fun at the end of the day. A living legend, you know, Francois Akai, body and soul. He was like fully kind of aproned up, making sushi. And everyone was like sat at a table. He was like coming and serving it to everyone. We were invited to the DJ Mag Top 100 DJs night, and we were very well looked after.
I think first and foremost, the most important thing is obviously learning how to make music. Once you've got a good product, and by product it's sadly the industry lingo for your great music, then the tools are there to, you know, to share that. Electronic music by definition is, you know, all about harnessing, you know, the best that technology has to offer, and that's not just about making music, it's about how you market yourself. And certainly I think the new generation of top 100 DJs have kind of tapped right into the explosion of YouTube and Facebook and Twitter and other ways to kind of communicate with the fans. That could be construed as the ethos of electronic music culture, really kind of keeping on top of technology and using it to build your profile and get gigs. The ADE is certainly somewhere that has a networking and business sort of dimension that anyone who aspires, I think, to have a career of any sort in dance music or music in general could definitely learn a lot from.
people coming to our seminars here, you know, they've been able to have direct contact with the college, ask me questions specifically. I'm able to sit down with them, and I think that probably applies to all the events that are going on. You know, certainly in the playground where there are various manufacturers kind of demonstrating their gear, it's brilliant. People can come in and try stuff out firsthand. Combined with actually being able to go out to clubs and, you know, kind of have a good time as well. I mean, there's some fantastic nights going on. So yeah, I think I would thoroughly recommend it, and I can't wait to come back next year. The EMC, Electronic Music Composition course, has been a massive success, and I'm basically going to be developing part 2. I'm going to be picking up from where we left off at the end of EMC, and just developing the ideas, getting a little bit more in depth. That's going to be one of my main projects this year, so it's launched at the start of 2013.
At Point Blank Online, you've got 2 methods of interaction with your tutor. Firstly, you've got the weekly online masterclass, which is in real time. And then also we've got feedback on your assignments, and that's known as DVR. So the online masterclass is a 1-hour session you get with your tutor every week. You can ask questions about the lesson content and get instant feedback, and also demonstrations on the fly from their computer desktop with our streaming technology. DVR stands for Direct Video Response, and the concept is really simple. You upload your Ableton Logic or Cubase project file to your tutor, he downloads it and then pushes record on the screen capturing software and evaluates your work, so basically giving you one-to-one feedback. You see all of the mouse movements and any parameter changes made by your tutor. It's kind of like sitting in the studio over their shoulder watching what they're doing whilst they work. We have found the DVR process has truly revolutionized the way that we teach online, and the results speak for themselves. Book your place on a course now by visiting pointblankonline.net.